Hi guys, and welcome to yet another hobby vlog from me, Andreas the Norwegian Viking, here on the YouTube channel Spillforeningen The Fellowship. So, in connection to the grand campaign we are starting in about a month now, I will finish a batch of new models. So, this is the models I painted so far of my wargs. So this is some models I finished either for the Battle Company's campaign this fall or during my advent calendar this Christmas. So, but we need more wargs and we need more warg riders. So let me present to you the horde. There we go. That's all of them in one screen. So basically this is what we need for the campaign. This is, and plus a few extra models. So this is 16 plastic warg riders. The actual riders aren't seen on the photo. It's just the wargs for now. The rest are assembled over there. No, not 16 warg riders. There are 10 warg riders in plastic, and there are 6 in metal, as well as the lovely orc shaman on warg. Just painting him while I'm painting every single other warg I will ever need, I think. And there are 12 unridden wargs, so that my total count gets up to 18. That's everything I think I would need ever. Well, I do believe I have to at one point paint one warg for every rider, so I could just pretend to have a dismount for everything, but that's not important right now. And there is the warg for Golfing Bull. He's in it, and that's it. So they've all been prepped and assembled, and I don't think I've shown you this step before. So this is basically what my models look like before I paint them. So for any of you non-hobbyists watching my vlogs to see what I'm up to, this is basically what the models look like. So the guys in the back here are unpainted metal models. So they come like in sprues of metal models, and you just remove the flash, and on some parts you need to remove, well, not remove, but add on modeling putty to fill in gaps. So this is one of those instances where the leg is separate from the legs are separate from the rest of the model. So I just stuck some two-part putty. Looks like this. This is basically just one yellow, one blue, and you just mix it up. I preferably use much more yellow than blue to get the mixture right, so it's softer and it's easier to work with. And yeah, so that's the metal ones, and the plastic ones comes on sprues as well, but are clipped from the sprues, and they are then glued together with the plastic glue, and also require a bit of green stuffing on some of the plastic models, so just to get the proper no marks on where the models are glued. So the old wargs are a bit worse off than the new ones, so they require a bit of green stuff to get them proper. And some of you also might know that I don't like the slaughter base thing, so all of my bases are the unslotted ones. So to achieve this, I clip off the bits that actually attach to the base, and then I glue it on with a piece of plasticard. This is 1 or 2 millimeter plasticard, sheets of like just pure plastic that I glue on to get the model slightly raised above the ground, so that when I glue on the sand, it doesn't affect the model's legs, because sometimes you will get the weird depression of the legs on solid rock or whatever. So as you can see here, this model has been raised up, and thus the sand is under the feet rather than around them, and I think that looks mighty better as well. So this is the Warghord. So what I'm in the progress of now is doing the bases, and I generally like to have like parts of rocks and then glue on the sand. So that's what I've done now. I've attached random pieces of rock onto the bases with just normal PVA glue, and then I'm coating the entire base, including under the feet or paws in this case, with glue, and then dip it into the fine grained aquarium sand I use for my models. And I preferably use the fine grained sand, because then the grains doesn't look that big, and since they are quite small models, it looks better in my opinion. So yeah, this is the incredible horde of wargs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the bases, then spray and paint the models, and then I'm going to batch paint all of the 36 wargs at the same time. So for those of you wanting, I've gotten a few messages and a few comments about how I paint my models, so I thought I was going to show you right now. So I rarely use tutorials on how to paint my models. I generally just pick a color and then choose whatever is most natural to do with the colors. But when it comes to the wargs, I've actually used a tutorial, and that's the Tale of Painters tutorial on how to paint fell wargs. So this is the tutorial on how to paint fell wargs, and I've used this tutorial for all my fell wargs. So so it's quite similar, and if it suits my painting style to do the fell wargs in this style, and I thought it would look good, so I did my other wargs in the same style. So obviously these are older models, and not as pretty as the fell wargs. Well, pretty is a general term. I don't think they look that pretty, but they are cool models. And so I use the same techniques to achieve great effect as well. So I think they look better than some of the other paint jobs I've seen on the Wargrows, but they are, in my opinion, horrible sculpts. They aren't the best sculpts Games Workshop ever did of a warg. So I've said that. Sorry for any of you that feels offended about that, but I wanted to have a general difference with my wargs. I want to have my fell wargs being one part, or one kind of warg, and then the other wargs being one other part warg, and that's to be able to play with the models in the same army and spot the differences. So so yeah, my goal is to finish the basing tonight. It's Wednesday evening today, and then I think on Sunday or Monday I will try to have these done. Sunday, Monday, or maybe Tuesday. I think it'll take about a week to do these, a bit under maybe. So yeah, so that's my goal for this this batch. And since there aren't a lot of riders, there are, well, the shaman can wait. Goldfimble I will paint the rider and the and the foot model at the same time, but separate from these. So that leaves 16 Warg riders at the same time, and there are lots of details on them, so I should be able to finish those in about a week. And if I get the spare time, I will do the Shaman and Golfinball as well. The Shaman isn't needed for the campaign, but it is a nice model, and I want to do the Warg in the same style. And since I'm never going to have more than these Wargs, I just figured I'd paint them up at the same time. So yeah. And over here, as you can see, the to paint pile is shrinking, shrinking rapidly. I remember this tray being completely full. So we have the orcs are finished, all the blackguard, all the fell orcs and hunter orcs over here, and the ring wraiths on the back. So there isn't that much to do after I finish all the wargs. It is to paint the siege engines, and then paint the odd orc we need extra for the campaign, because they aren't priority, because everyone has orcs. So we will be lent a huge amount of orcs, I think, for the campaign. Right, so thanks for watching so far in this video. I will probably do this video as like a journey on the wargs as the theme. So I'll check back in when I've splashed on paint on these models. So we'll be back. Alright guys, so I'm back, and this is my progress on the wargs. So as you can see, the wargs themselves are have gotten a lot of color on them. So the basic warg has now received color on the flesh, color on the fur, and the ears, nose, and bottom of the paws, and the mouth is pink. So painting 36 of these at the same time is not that fun. So what I'm going to do is, since I have felt that I will be stressed for time, I will ink the mouths and do the claws and teeth. And what is missing on the wargs themselves then is a final wash and highlight of the skin and fur. And the individual highlights is what takes time. So I'll do the teeth and also the eyes are missing. But I will do the teeth on all of them, and then I will put them to the side and do the siege weapons, I think. Then I will come back to the wargs after that, when I know how many are needed exactly, so I can paint the exact number, and then I will revisit the wargs for the next bulk. So it's a bit weird way of doing it, but I know if I'm painting these up to my normal standard at once, with the riders as well, I'm going to be painting these guys until the campaign starts. So, and I don't want to do that. I want to get everything ready in a way that I can. So yeah. So I'll be posting this now this weekend, and yeah. Sorry, I'm very tired. I just woke up. So yeah, I'll be posting this weekend, and we'll be making a new progress video for whatever I do after this. So I'm glad you're watching, and as always, please comment, like, share and subscribe, and support your Hobbit hobby.